8 most expensive things owned by Saudi's Prince Salman. Even though the United States is clearly on high alert because of the actions of Saudi Prince Mohammed bin Salman and his inevitable rise to the position of Saudi Arabia's king, much debate continues regarding the prince's claim to rid the country of corruption and his claimed love for equality based on recent actions. This is the case even though the United States is clearly on high alert. In addition, the Saudi king has been spotted meeting enthusiastically with other world leaders, such as former President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin, to solidify his relationships with other world leaders, as well as his investments in a variety of industries. The prince will frequently make his purchases through the intermediary of an associate to maintain the idea that he is still living for the people. Despite this, the truth does ultimately come out, and the extremely luxurious nature of these acquisitions has been verified by a variety of sources. Number 8. The Chateau Louis XIV in Amboise. A buyer who remained anonymous at the time of the transaction broke the previous record when they paid a staggering sum of $300 million for the Chateau Louis XIV in Louveciennes, France in 2015. The buyer was later identified as Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. According to Insider, the estate is equipped with a sound system, lights, and air conditioning that can all be controlled by an iPhone. At the time, the mansion was referred to as the world's most expensive home. The home features a wine cellar, a cinema theater, and a moat that has a clear underwater chamber. The family owns a sprawling complex that includes palaces as well as getaways in the surrounding countryside. The Al Yamama Palace is frequently used as a venue for hosting visiting dignitaries and leaders from other countries. It has been stated that gold-plated Kleenex dispensers and gold chairs can be found in several of the luxurious mansions. Number 7. The luxurious super yacht Serene. On the sun deck, there is a wet bar, a pizza oven, and a teppanyaki grill. Indoor rock climbing surfaces are specifically designed spaces for youngsters to play. There are 2 landing pads for helicopters. Wellness center and beach club that are both fully equipped, several different swimming pools, room for observation, located underwater, completely furnished meeting room. Fincantieri, an Italian shipbuilding company, used their Muggiano shipyard to construct the award-winning motor yacht Serene, which is 133.9 meters, 439 feet, 4 inches in length. Her interior was designed by Raymond Langton Design, a British design studio, and she was delivered to her owner in August 2011. Espen Oino is responsible for the creation of the outside design of this luxury watercraft. The 450-foot super yacht features numerous swimming pools, hot tubs, 2 helipads, a helicopter hangar, a fitness center, and a movie theater. It can accommodate a maximum of 24 guests in its 15 cabins. What was formerly hired out to the likes of Bill Gates for a few $millions per week was languishing at the dock in France when bin Salman discovered it and was compelled to make it his for the price of $500 million. Number 6. Modes of luxurious transportation. Although the prince is known to own a luxury yacht, not much else is known about his other forms of transportation. We are aware that the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia owns 5% of Uber, but it is quite improbable that the prince will use Uber anytime shortly. However, at the beginning of 2023, the Washington Examiner claimed that bin Salman was the owner and controller of Sky Prime Aviation. This was the private plane firm that was used to remove the individuals responsible for the murder of Washington Post journalist Jamal Khashoggi from Turkey in 2018. This connection provided further evidence that bin Salman was involved in the murder, in addition to demonstrating that the prince had access to nearly any kind of transportation he desired. Number 5. Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi, Savior of the World. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is the proud owner of Salvator Mundi, widely considered to be the most expensive painting in the world. The title of the picture, which represents Christ, translates to Savior of the World in Latin. The value of the picture, which is believed to have been created by the Italian high Renaissance artist Leonardo da Vinci, is estimated to be $450.3 million. A painting by Leonardo da Vinci that depicts Christ was sold at auction in 2017 for a record-breaking price of $450 million, beating the previous record of $350 million. It was established that the buyer was acting as a proxy for Mohammed bin Salman after it had been speculated that the item had been sold to an anonymous buyer at the time of the transaction. Not only have there been questions raised over the authenticity of the picture, but it has also not been seen publicly since the auction. Some people think that the very last artwork that is known to have been created by Leonardo da Vinci is currently hanging aboard the prince's super yacht. Number 4. Oil superpowers. A record high valuation of $2 trillion was achieved by the state-owned oil behemoth Saudi Aramco in 2019, making it the most valuable and profitable company in the world. Its owner is none other than the Crown Prince. This should not come as a surprise given that the Saudi royal family is estimated to have a fortune of over $1.4 trillion and has distributed the great majority of it among 2,000 members of the family. Number 3. The entertainment business. According to Kotaku, bin Salman controls an electronic gaming development company, which in turn owns nearly all of the shares of a Japanese developer called SNK. The prince has been interested in the entertainment business for some time now, and he has met with representatives from American corporations such as Google and Facebook. Saudi Arabia has spent years strengthening their dominance over a variety of global businesses by investing in sports and gaming companies such as Sync, Activision Blizzard, and Nexon. These investments have allowed Saudi Arabia to further increase their influence in those industries. Number 2. A venue that caters to professional athletes. Bin Salman made Newcastle United Football Club, known as soccer in the United States, the most financially successful club in England, by purchasing it through the Saudi Public Investment Fund. The Premier League is the highest level of English football. According to Marca, the team is in a position to nab top athletes such as James Tarkowski and Sergio Roberto, since the potential owner has more money than any other potential owner. In the year 2022, the new crew started to come together, and there are more shifts on the horizon. Even while there are agreements that state Saudi Arabia will not participate in the decision-making process for the club, only time will tell if this will be the case. Saudi Aramco was the one to win the bid for the construction project, and the construction business that was the contractor for this endeavor was a partnership between Al Muhaidab Contracting Business and the Belgian construction firm BESIX Group. During the first event to take place in the CAS Stadium, the company also offered an impartial assessment of how well the local workers and the event safety officer, who was supplied by Sword Security, carried out their duties. This resulted in a substantial number of recommendations for safety and security, as well as the hiring of an individual to fill the role of stadium manager. Number 1. Vacations on secluded islands. The entire family has made a name for themselves because of the lavish vacations they take on the islands of Maldives and elsewhere. The prince can choose from a wide range of activities at several resorts and spas, including scuba diving, surfing, water skiing, and many other sports. It is not out of the ordinary for the prince to invite hundreds of friends and business acquaintances to a lavish weekend party at their very own private home, which is full of opulent entertainment options. Bin Salman and his family can seek rest and amusement on the privately owned islands, away from the paparazzi and other media agencies. So this is the end of our today's video. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.